Guys, we're continuing with Fundamentals of Physics by Halliday Resnick Walker. We're solving problems from chapter 21, which is electric charge. Okay, electric charge from chapter 21. So this time in this session, we're doing problem number 10. Yeah, 10. Three particles are fixed on an x-axis. Particle 1 of charge q1 is at x equal to minus a, and particle 2 of charge q2 is at x equal to plus a. If the net electrostatic force on particle 3 is of charge plus q, capital Q, is to be 0, what must be the ratio q1 by q2 when particle 3 is at x equal to 0.5a and part B x equal to plus 1.5a. Okay. So we have three particles along x-axis, q1, q2 and capital Q. q1, q2 and capital Q. q1 is at position of minus a, q2 is at position of plus a, and capital Q in part A is to be placed at a position of 0.5a. This one here, 0.5a. We had find out ratio of q1 and q2 for net force on capital Q to be 0. Sign of capital Q is given, that is positive. Okay, plus Q, plus capital Q. But q1 and q2 signs are not given for q1 and q2. Just for capital Q it is given, it's positive. So first we'll see what must be the signs of q1 and q2 for net force on capital Q to be 0. First we'll talk about that because ratio will depend on that. Firstly, net force must be 0. So for that we have to see if q1 and q2 are like charges or unlike charges. Then accordingly ratio will be positive or negative. So we have charge q1 here, charge capital Q here, which is positive, and charge q2 somewhere here. If q1 and q2 are unlike charges, okay, unlike charges, let's take q1 positive and q2 negative. Then force on capital Q due to q1 will be repulsive. So F1 will be in this direction away from q1. Force on capital Q due to q2 will be attractive because this is positive, this is negative. So attractive, F2, both the forces are in same direction. So net force can't be 0. Okay, they have two forces will cancel out only if they are in opposite direction with same magnitudes. They are not in opposite directions. Now it won't matter if they are having the same magnitude or not. So they are not in same direction, they won't cancel out. So net force can't be 0 this way. So q1 and q2 can't be unlike. Okay, they simply can't be unlike because F1 and F2 can't be in opposite directions. Same will be the case if q1 is negative and q2 is positive. Then both forces will be in this direction. So again, net force can't be 0. Okay, net force can't be 0. So q1 and q2, our conclusion is q1 and q2 can't be unlike charges. So we're left with only one choice. They have to be like charges. Let's see if that works or not. This is q1. This is q2. Somewhere here is capital Q, which is positive. Let's suppose q1 is positive, q2 is also positive. So they are like charges. So one will exert a repulsive force, F1. 2 will also exert a repulsive force, so that will be away from 2, F2. So you can see now they are in opposite directions. So there is a chance that they will cancel out if their magnitudes are same. Okay, obviously there is another condition that their magnitudes must be same. Same thing will happen if both are negative. Then forces will simply swap their directions. F1 will be in this direction and F2 will be in this direction. So it doesn't matter if q1 and q2 are both positive or both negative. They have to be like charges. Either both of them are positive or both of them are negative. Then only F1 and F2 will be in opposite directions. Then only they can cancel out. Well, the other condition is their magnitudes have to be same. So our first conclusion is that q1 Q1 and Q2 have to be like charges. Q1 must be like Q2. Again, it won't matter if both of them are positive or both of them are negative. That won't matter. Okay, so let's proceed. Our first conclusion is that they have to be like charges. Now let's see what is the condition for net force to be 0. What must be the ratio of Q1 and Q2? Capital Q, as we just discussed, will experience two forces, one from Q1 and the other from Q2. Let's suppose Q1 is positive, Q2 is also positive. So Q1 will repel capital Q. So F1 will be rightward. Q2 will also repel Q1, capital Q. So that would be leftward. So magnitude wise, F1 must be equal to F2. Now, we need the distances in magnitudes. Now, what about this distance here? From origin to this point, distance is A, and from origin to capital Q, distance is 0.5 A. So total distance is 1.5 times A. And then distance between these two charges, this one and this one, is 0.5. A minus 0.5 A is 0.5 A again. So one distance is 1.5 times A and the other distance is 0.5 times A. So what about the, now we'll substitute F1 and F2. F1 is gamma Q1 capital Q divided by 1.5 A squared is equal to F2 is gamma Q2 capital Q divided by 0.5 A squared. Gamma and gamma cancels out, capital Q cancels out, so we're left with Q1 here. Q2 will take downstairs here. Q2 is equal to 1.5 A squared will take upstairs here. Yeah, A will also cancel out, A squared and A squared. So 1.5 square upstairs, 1.5 squared divided by 0.5, which is already present here, squared. So this means Q1 divided by Q2 is 1.5 divided by 0.5 squared. Point and point goes 5 into 3. So this implies Q1 by Q2 is equal 3 squared is 9. Remember, Q1 and Q2 are like charges. They are like charges. So either both of them are positive or both of them are negative. If both of them are positive, then the ratio is positive. If both of them are negative, then ratio is also positive. Positive by positive, positive, negative by negative is also positive. So Q1 by Q2 is plus 9. Plus sign wouldn't usually mention. So this is the ratio for force on capital Q to be 0. So Q1 by Q2 must be equal to 9 for net force on capital Q to be 0. Okay. Now the second part is here. Now capital Q is placed at 1.5 times A. Okay, 1.5 times A. So we have to again find out Q1 by Q2 for net force on capital Q to be 0. Okay, for net force on capital Q to be 0. Again, first we'll talk about signs of Q1 and Q2. Should they be like charges or should they be unlike charges? We'll talk about that first. So Q1 is here, Q2 is here, capital Q is here, which is positive. Let's take both of them like charges, positive and positive. Last time it worked in the previous part. So let's see if it works here or not. If Q1 is positive, it will repel capital Q. So F1 will be this way. If Q2 is positive, it will also repel it. So F2 is this way. So both forces are in same directions. So this time Q1 and Q2 like charges is not going to work. If Q1 is like Q2, it's not going to work because both forces are in same direction. So they can't cancel out. Okay, they can't cancel out. If both of them are negative, this is negative, this is negative, then both forces will be attractive, F1 and F2. Again, they are in same directions, so they can't cancel out. Okay, they can't cancel out. So net force can't be zero. Net force can't be zero. So if Q1 is like Q2, if Q1 is like Q2, forces can't cancel out. So net force can't be zero. Okay, net force can't be zero. Let's see if Q1 and Q2 are unlike. Will it work then or not? Okay, will it work then or not? So Q1 and Q2 are like charges. If they are like charges, is not going to work. Let's see if they are unlike, will it work or not? Q1 here, Q2 here, capital Q here, which is positive. If Q1 is positive and Q2 is negative, will it work then or not? Q1 is positive, capital Q is positive, so Q1 will repel capital Q. So F1 is this way. Q2 is negative, capital Q is positive, so it will attract it. So F2 is this way. So you can see two forces are in opposite directions, so they can cancel out if their magnitudes are same. Okay. If this one is negative and this one is positive, then the two forces will swap. So F1 will be this way and F2 will be this way. So again they are in opposite directions, so they can cancel out if their magnitudes are same. Okay. So for net force to be zero on capital Q, Q1 must be unlike capital Q. They must have opposite signs. Okay, they must have opposite signs. So our first conclusion is Q1 is unlike Q2. This is our first conclusion. So if they are unlike, then the ratio must be negative. Ratio has to be the negative. If Q1 is positive, Q2 is negative, positive by negative must be negative. If Q1 is negative, Q2 is positive, negative by positive must be negative. Okay, so Q1 by Q2 ratio must be negative. Okay, that must be negative. Now we'll introduce that minus sign at the end. For a while, we'll only talk about the magnitudes. Okay, we'll only talk about the magnitudes. So let's proceed now. Uh-oh. Okay, fine. First, let's see what are the distances. This distance here. From origin to capital Q is 1.5a and from origin to Q1 is a. So this distance must be 2.5 times a. From here to here, 2.5 times a. And this distance here between Q2 and capital Q, 1.5a minus a is 0.5a. So this distance is 0.5a. And what about the forces? Let's assume 1 is positive and 2 is negative. So 1 will repel capital Q. So that force will be this way, F1. 2 will attract it. So F2 is this way. Now F1 and F2 must be of the same magnitude. Then only they will cancel out. So F1 and F2 must be of the same magnitude. So that we'll deal with that now. So F1 must be equal to F2. Q1 capital Q divided by distance is 2.5 a squared and Q2 is gamma, Q2 capital Q divided by 0.5 a squared. अब gamma and gamma goes to dogs, Q and Q goes to cats. So this implies Q1, A also cancels out. Q1 by Q2 is equal to 2.5 upstairs, 2.5 squared divided by 0.5 squared. This is 2.5 divided by 0.5 whole squared. Point and point goes 5 into 5, and 5 squared is 25. So this implies Q1 by Q2 is equal to 25. So this is the ratio. But remember, this is the ratio of magnitudes only. Remember, Q1 and Q2 have to be unlike. So they must have opposite signs. If they are having opposite signs, then the ratio must be negative. So if we include the signs, including signs, then Q1 by Q2 must be minus 25. Must be minus 25. Okay. So in the first part, Q1 by Q2 is 9. Both are like, so plus 9. And in the second part, Q1 by Q2 is minus 25. The two are unlike, so that's why ratio is negative. Fine.